Mr. and Mrs. Major, yeah!
Hello, everyone.
This is the person I live with now.
Not much better than our bachelor mates. I'm Mr. Major, this is my wife, Mrs. Major, and together we're going to do a show for you. May we have, please, the title of a Broadway-style play that doesn't actually exist?
Dogs.
Dogs. Can you give us one more trait about
little
these
something
dogs?
extra.
Little, yeah.
Embellish that a little?
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
We liked where you started. We love dogs.
You know what, I'm going to accept
Dogs
dogs.
on a hot tin roof.
Dogs on a hot tin roof.
No, I liked dogs. I didn't think I was going to get this far.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go with that.
Dogs.
Thank you very much. We now present you for the first and last time, Dogs. I didn't think I was going to get this far.
I didn't think I'd make it to the old folks' home. I've lived a hard life, you know, life of a dog, day by day, in a dog-eat-dog world, dog-eat-dog world.
Well, I always presumed I would live this long, but I didn't think I would end my life in a place like this.
A Vegas old folks home. That's not where you thought it was going to be.
I hoped I would be surrounded by my grandchildren, living a life of quiet luxury.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be more gambling. Listen, Grandma. Can I call you Grandma?
It's inappropriate.
Georgie, Lucifer, Annabelle, what do you go by?
Mrs. Miller would be most appropriate.
Alright, Mrs. Miller, let me tell you something.
I think it's living life on the edge. That's why I haven't died. And so I plan to keep going like that. I'm never going to be an old person. You see what I'm saying? Tomorrow, I'm going skydiving. And tomorrow is today. You in?
No.
Okay. You're really a buzzkill. I've been trying to find a new friend here, the home, but they keep dying. Sometimes from skydiving. What I'm saying is,
I predicted that was the direction this was headed.
yeah. What I'm saying is,
This funeral home has a... Excuse me. Funeral home.
I'm
That's how I think of it. This retirement home.
you got a morbid streak, Mrs. Miller.
Funeral home.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
You would expect
Yeah.
people to die of old age at the very least.
They're already dead. It's a funeral home. I see what you're saying. Zombies, every last one of them, with their brownie recipes, waiting for their grandkids to come visit them once a year.
I love
They're
brownie
already
day.
dead. Every day could be brownie day if you hung with me, sweets.
I don't like anything about you.
Not even my tattoo,
No, tattoos are vulgar.
but this one is Marilyn Manson riding a motorcycle saying, "Kiss my dust."
I don't know who that baby man is.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a diaper. Forever young. Sweet cheeks.
That's not appropriate.
Mrs. Miller cheeks.
Still.
Sweet Mrs. Miller. Did you say that was even your name?
Let's just go with that.
Alright. Sweet Mrs. Miller. What I'm saying is, we're here sitting, dying when we could be getting killed. We could be attempting to get killed instead of just dying. I don't want to die, but I'm okay with being killed. You know, whiplash, falling straight on something, eating brownies that have something worked into them. I want to go with a pa-boom! Pa-boom! I don't want to live the funeral home life.
What did you do for a living?
This, bit of that. I worked as a door-to-door bubblegum salesman for a while when I was 10. Got business. The bazookas came in and there goes the model.
That's when you were 10. What did you do for most of your life?
I didn't do anything for most of my life. That's it. Every year I got a new job. So for a while I fixed motorcycles. But you can't get too good at anything because then you get complacent and you start trying to work up the ladder. I didn't want to be, you know, a stuffed suit in the bubblegum industry.
You might have made something of yourself.
What did you do with your life? What's your goal? What did you get out of life? I got a lot out of life.
I was a stay-at-home mother to 4 beautiful children.
What did... That's one event! You gave birth to them and then you just sat there?
No, mothering is an ongoing activity, and certainly I did not have 4 children at the same time. You do understand the basic mechanics, I hope.
I don't know. Did you have twins? Seems highly inefficient to have them one at a time. Listen, I'm not here to judge lady parts. They work how they work, but I think, you know, if you can get more out at a time, go for it.
If you're so keen to end your life, by all means enjoy your afternoon skydiving.
I'm not keen to end my life. Okay, listen. I'll be honest with you. I like my life, but I could use a path. That's the part I don't like. Sure, changing it up, switching it up, but I always, when I was riding on my motorcycle, I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a gal at the back of my motorcycle?
You know, I was friends with Herman, who last week was a splatter on the Kansas ground.
Listen, you win some, you lose some. Herman wasn't wearing the equipment properly. You're a smart gal, you hook the buckle.
More likely to die of a heart attack halfway down.
Listen, I know what you want. It's obvious.
What's that?
You want your kids to come visit you. And they're not going to come visit you if you just sit here. But if you tell them that Granny's going skydiving, they'll either, 1, think you're cool, or 2, think you're bonkers. And either way, that gets them in the seats.
Well, now you're speaking my language.
Listen, we Instagram a couple pictures, and now you're the cool Granny.
That's why you mail them a Polaroid?
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
All right. Let's do this.
Officer, we haven't had any water in hours!
I'm sorry, but did you come in here with someone else when you were skydiving?
Yes, I did.
All right, well, I'm really supposed to stay up at the cockpit, but here's an avion.
Thank you. Officer! I
Yeah?
can't open it!
Oh, well, you were supposed to have jumped a long time ago.
Just
We're
keep
gonna
circling.
land really soon.
Just keep circling and
Okay.
open my bottle, please.
All right.
Service has gone so downhill.
All right, well, I really should be watching the front of this airplane. That is my main duty.
Officer! Do you have any children?
Yeah, 3 kids. Love of my lives.
How old are they?
8, 12, and 16 and a half.
Oh, those are difficult years, but they're rewarding. I had 4 children.
Kat, are they no longer with us?
Well, I have 3 left. I don't get to see them very often. That's why I'm up here, to mail them a Polaroid.
Oh, well, they'd like that. I can take a Polaroid for you. Those are back in fashion, you know. I have one of those cool ones that you can buy from H&M.
I don't know what that means. Is that a mail or a catalog?
Yes.
Well, then please do.
All right, well,
This wind outside the open door is mussing my hair.
listen,
We'll
I'm not
just have to
supposed to
make
tell
do.
people this, but it basically runs itself. Just keep it on the down low. I want my job.
I'll tell them the computer flew the plane.
Say that again.
The computer flew the plane.
No, that's what you're not supposed to tell them.
Oh, well, I don't have anyone to tell anyway. Maybe I'll put it in the notes with the Polaroid. My children won't tell anyone, they don't care.
Ma'am, if you don't mind me saying so, you're a little sad.
I am. You know, I shouldn't tell you this, but for a moment I thought, well, you know, I could just not strap myself all the way into the parachute.
Okay, I'm a mandated reporter.
I don't know what that means.
Are you at risk to yourself or anyone else, ma'am?
I'll be honest, officer, I thought someone was going to jump with me.
Okay.
Just giving an old lady
Also-
a parachute and saying, "There's the door."
Also,
This is
why?
not what I
I'm
thought
not
it
an
was going to be.
officer. I work for Sky United, but it's not. We wear like a blue uniform, but I'm not like part of the law. I just wanted to clarify that.
Whatever.
Ma'am, I think you've had one too many drinks.
Yes, I had a whole box of wine before I came up to steady my nerves. It's not supposed to mix with my medication.
You do not pay me enough.
I'm so angry at my children. I'm so angry at them. They never visit. They hardly call. Only one ever calls, and that's hardly ever.
Okay, well, man, have you tried just like inviting them over for brownies?
I'm not much of a baker anymore.
Man, we have an adopt a grandson program at Sky United. Would you like me to be your grandson?
Is that because too many people die along the way and you have to match up the spares?
No.
Isn't it? You can tell me. Who am I to tell?
Do you officially adopt me as your grandson?
Oh, you? I thought you meant one of your
No,
children.
no, me.
I was going to suggest the 8-year-old.
No, me. Would you like me to be your grandson?
Yes, all right.
Okay, then yes, that's absolutely what it is. I can't invite my grandma.
We lost one of the folks at the funeral home the other day.
Yeah. No, we have a bit of a waiting list, frankly. So you're really cutting me in line here. Because yeah, we have
You have a grandparent waiting list?
more like a grandkid waiting list.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's morbid.
Yeah.
Are they all your age, or are they actual children?
I mean, there's a variety, but I felt like I had a connection with you. But if you prefer a younger, I could be your grandkid, and then the other people are your great grandkids. So really, it's like, you got to start at the top because then you get the extra layers. You adopt the other layers, you don't necessarily get what's on top of that, but that's not a big deal.
Well, that sounds lovely.
Ma'am, do you want to get out of this popsicle stand? I was going to say something else, but I felt like you wouldn't approve of it.
Are you suggesting, officer, that we both jump out of this computer-flown airplane?
I am.
Well, then, yes, let's do that. You know, I'm not supposed to mix boxed wine with my medication.
Okay, well, anytime now you can go, ma'am. This isn't requiring a lot of steering on your part.
All
Ready?
right.
Set. All right, wait, I don't have the Polaroid ready! Oh, no. All right, too late. All right. Okay,
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I just walked in. Are you the real grandson of, Mrs. I actually didn't catch your name.
I'm one of her sons.
Okay, well, she wanted me to give you this Polaroid. I didn't get her in it, which is probably just as well. It's just kind of like blurry blue sky, but.
All right. Thank you.
All right, well,
You were the pilot?
yes, Sky United thanks you for.
No. Hold on. Hold on. So the police report wasn't entirely clear. But if I understand correctly, you abandoned your plane to let it fly itself. Then you took an 82-year-old woman skydiving who proceeded to die halfway down. and then you unbuckled her and let her fall the rest of the way, to which she landed through someone's roof onto their prized collection of memorabilia.
She was my grandma too.
I beg your pardon.
She was my grandma too.
She most certainly was not.
She was my Sky United agreement. And also, she signed up to skydive. So you acted
You don't have
like
any
that
kind of
was a...
screening process for that?
Yeah, she was old enough that if she died, she'd lived a full life.
I understand that 6 members of her retirement home have passed away using this service. 6! This year. And it is March of this year. That is an average of 2 a month. It is early March.
In our defense, it's a very large retirement home. There's like at least 6,000 people there.
How is that in your defense?
Percentage-wise, it's a very small amount of people who've died from skydiving.
Has everyone at the retirement home gone skydiving?
No.
No, so out of the people who have gone skydiving, how many have died in process?
6.
6. It's a perfect 6 out of 6.
No, 6 out of the people that have gone skydiving. 8 people have gone skydiving.
Okay, only 3/4 die in process of you.
Again, in our defense, sir, a good deal of those people were taking wine with medication that they shouldn't have.
I see.
So at least 2 of those
And
died.
you don't screen for that before you let them jump out of an airplane?
You can't really screen for that. That's an on-the-day sort of thing. There's no, like, paperwork on that. And 2 of those people, the coroner said, died from heart attacks that may or may not have been related from the jump. So you can really only say that there's a rate of 4 out of how many people did I say?
You said 8. And that reminds me, actually, because I understand my mother had a friend named Herman who splatted on the floor. And the coroner could not determine whether he died before or after he was unbuckled from his parachute mid-flight, much like my mother was. Oh, good. Very professional. We're not going to address the fact that your self-flying plane flew into the town water pump. This town does not have water because of your airline.
Silence, sir. Silence. I did not sign up to be a professional breather. I signed up to be a pilot, and laughter is not a disqualifying factor for that. And I said 4 out of 8 of our people
6
survived.
out of 8. 6 out of 8 have died.
4
Yeah.
out of 8.
I remember distinctly. You're saying potentially 2 died of unrelated heart illnesses in flight, which I still put on you because you should not have let them go in flight.
Sir, I shouldn't have mixed my medication with alcohol because I'm finding this whole situation uncomfortably funny.
Oh, I'm so glad that my mother's untimely splattering into someone's memorabilia collection through the roof, having died mid-flight and been unbuckled.
Can I just say you seem very angry for someone who visited his mother once a year and said that her cooking wasn't good enough?
I did not say. I said the cafeteria was subpar. That is not a judgment on her cooking.
Once a year, sir? Would you even know she was dead if we didn't send you a postcard? Or would it be March of next year?
Sir, I received a police report. Because she died in flight, having been unbuckled into someone's memorabilia collection. After you and she jumped out of an airplane, you left your plane on autopilot and it crashed into a water tower, leaving the town without water.
You seem very set on this memorabilia collection.
I'm being held liable for it. It's a big deal.
What kind of memorabilia was it, sir?
It was snow globes. This is an old folks' town. People have snow globes.
Well, all right. We'll give you 1 free United Airlines snow globe.
I do not want.
One, sir.
I do not want a free.
I haven't been given permission to negotiate. I'm going out on a limb here.
I do not want a snow globe.
1, 2 snow
I do
globes.
not want any snow globes.
2 snow globes and a United Airlines deck of cards. Again, we're going to be like Pan Am.
Bragging that you're going to be like Pan Am is not the direction any airline should take. You murdered my grandmother and 5 other people out of a total of 8.
This was getting so uncomfortable, and I am not
Oh,
paid enough
I'm
to be
sorry you're
represented.
uncomfortable.
All right, I'm just gonna send in a man from headquarters. I'll be.
May I say, this Polaroid is terrible.
Yeah, so we can't authorize 2 snow globes.
I do not want any snow globes.
Ma'am, like I said, that offer's no
Sir.
longer on the table.
That's just as well, because I do not want any snow globes. I want significant financial recompense.
Listen, you want a bubble gum? It's not part of the agreement. I like my bazooka.
Weren't you at the old folks' home with my mother?
Yeah, I work part-time. Listen, I like to do business where I know.
Realize you've murdered 8 people.
Potato, potato. Look,
No.
when you get to
No,
be
not
my age,
potato, potato.
you realize people gonna die anyway. Listen, if you had a funeral, and
We're going to have to.
again, you have a funeral, you say they died from old age, how many people show up? How well covered is your thing? You're not gonna have to have any professional photographer at your funeral. All the local papers are covering it. I mean, you know,
That's not even
is,
true.
This is
The
a
fir-
multiple now, so it's not the first
No,
one,
they,
so
they
there
covered
isn't as much
Herman's
coverage.
funeral. They're not going to cover ours. This is now part of a routine.
I'll give you that. Listen, you seem very fixated on Herman. Did you know about Herman and I's agreement?
I knew that Herman was friends with my mother.
Alright? Yeah, that was definitely our agreement. Nothing else shady.
What was your agreement with Herman?
It was, that Herman be friends with your mother.
What was your agreement with Herman?
Herman cooks us brownies.
No.
Herman lets us watch
No.
NCIS.
No.
Okay.
Just out with it.
Alright. So you know how there's a snow globe place?
I'm aware.
Okay. So
It's
it's
a private residence.
yeah, but it's not really snow globes. It's got, you know.
I'm going to stop you right there. You've been trafficking drugs and snow globes, and you've been dropping elderly bodies trying to hit that specific house until you finally succeeded.
Bingo.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody.
Major, everybody! So good. All right, we're going to keep this show rolling along, bring up your final act of the show.